Dionysus was the Greek god of wine, but many also know him as the god of intersex and transgender people. Dionysus had many lovers, including a famously handsome man called Adonis, also the favorite man of the goddess Aphrodite. There is a story about a journey Dionysus made to Hades. He was guided by a shepherd known as Prosimnus, this in exchange for intercourse with the god. However, Prosimnus died before this could happen. Dionysus ended up creating a wood phallus in order to fulfill the promise. Yikes. Pan was the god of music. He was frequently sculpted chasing men and women around with an erect penis and oversized scrotum. Talk about mixing it up. Pan was half man, half goat, and bisexual. Poseidon is the god of the ocean. This character is very well known through Greek mythology, but even Poseidon carried another side to his sexual desires. According to Pindar's Olympian Ode, Pelops, the king of Pisa, engaged in homosexual acts with Poseidon. Pelops spent some more time with the god as he was training him to drive the divine chariot. Orpheus was a legendary poet and musician, best known for the story of his journey to the underworld, where he tried to revive his wife, Eurydice. But when he failed, he was never able to love another woman. He did, however, love a young man in Thrace, according to the story. Orpheus suffered a horrible death, as he was torn apart by women during an orgy. We all know what the word narcissistic means, and it is traced back to Narcissus. He was well known for his vanity. Narcissus would spend his days looking at his own reflection, but even before he fell in love with himself, he was in love with his midden Amanias. Eventually, Narcissus grew tired of him, and saddened by this rejection, Amanias killed himself. A tragic end for Amanias, but what would you expect of the god of narcissism, right? We all know Achilles as the Greek hero whose only weakness was his heel, but according to some scholars, Achilles and his sidekick Patroclus had a romantic connection. Only Patroclus was able to bring Achilles his compassion. And when Patroclus died at the hands of Trojan prince Hector, Achilles became enraged, killing Hector and dragging his body around Troy. Zeus is probably the most well-known god of Greek mythology, but what many don't know is that Zeus was probably bisexual. He had a romantic connection with his cupbearer Ganymede. This relationship brought forth what we know today as pederasty. Greek men maintained erotic relationships with adolescent boys on the side, this of course including Zeus.